Welcome back to the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network. Today on the program, we have yet another salt and pepper collection, but this one's a little bit different. We have a hodgepodge mix of random salt and pepper shakers that don't particularly have a pair that they go with. What you can do with a set like this is mix and match them, or use them really for any sort of decorative needs that you may have in your home. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Well, I only like wonderful salt and pepper sets that have a theme that match one another. Well, that's not always what you get. And in this case, you have to use your imagination a little bit in how you might use these in your home and what you could use them for aside from salt and pepper. Or you could use them for salt and pepper or not for salt and pepper, and these could be your shakers for other items. Now, what do I mean by that? First of all, I want to start off with this beautiful floral shaker. We've seen something like this before, I think on the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network, but it's a classic design where you've got the beautiful painted ceramic and a lovely pink flower motif with little green accents. All of this is hand painted. Just because these are unmatched assortments does not make them very special, and just know that they're created by the finest craftspeople. Now, this particular shaker here, it has sort of a bulbous shape, right? I could see this being used for onion powder. So if my salt and pepper shakers are already matched up with salt and pepper and I needed to maybe add just another spice that I use frequently to my table, or store in a beautiful spice cabinet, I could use this to store some onion salt. And it would be easy to do so because I can just take off this cork stopper on the bottom and fill this with onion salt that would pour out very swiftly through these large holes. And there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 holes just in this one shaker. So I could also see this being a really great pizza night shaker for something in a Parmesan cheese. With a shaker like this, the possibilities are endless, especially because of the size of these holes on the top. Now, I think I do want to recommend, though, that this be for Parmesan cheese. Next up, this one's really something. It looks like this is the Lonely Pewter shaker in this collection. Now, it kind of looks like a tiny urn, and then if you zoom in here, Bruce, please. I don't know what I'm looking at here, but it's sort of like maybe oranges, maybe a persimmon. Do you know what this is? Some sort of fruit. Some sort of fruit tree, but I'm not sure which one. Anyways, this is a beautiful piece that I think would pair up well. You know, that you could use. This is salt and this is pepper, right? Who says they have to be so matchy-matchy? I think it adds a little bit of a shabby chic approach when you have mismatched salt and pepper shakers. Okay, not everything has to be perfect. But because it's pewter, this one does have a certain elegance to it, and obviously a nice shine. So I feel like with one piece like this, I think I'd still use it for spices, but you could put something else in there if you want it. I don't care. And then the one I paired it up with, this one. This one has the most elegant, that kind of mother of pearl finish. See how it's got that iridescent, almost rainbow shine? I love a rainbow shine. And because it's kind of fluted out, it's probably the most sturdy base salt and pepper shaker in this collection. Now I love the colors in here because it's got this beautiful kind of burnt orange, and then a yellow, and then maybe it's a dark blue, very cerulean. No, that's not the one. A very dark blue. Beautiful ornate flower that's been hand painted onto this piece, and then this lovely rainbow mother of pearl iridescent finish. If you didn't want to use this one for salt or pepper, which is fine, again, I do want you to think outside of the box. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 holes in this one, and I'm just going to throw out a kind of a wild idea, but you know, if you've got a pet like me, get my cat whiskers. The cat whiskers I find here and there, and when I find them, I think, oh, what a treasure! What a treasure this is, that I have found this beautiful, majestic cat whisker, and I don't want to just throw it away. So I guess what I can do is put it into a small jar or collection, right? And that's where a shaker like this could come into play, because if you find a few whiskers, I've got an example here because I just wanted to show how that might work. You find a whisker, and then you can put it in your whisker jar. Look at that. So look, it's such a fine, delicate item. You don't know where to put it, but you want to see it and put it on display. You just take that, pick up the delicate whisker, and then you put the whisker in the whisker jar. Can you even make that out? It's such a wisp. But these white whiskers are in the whisker jar now. And then from there, you could just put that on your nightstand, near your cat's, you know, dinner plate, all of that, and it's the whisker jar. Moving on, pewter, Parmesan, whisker jar. What is this, a Lighthouse? I don't know. And that's probably why it doesn't have a match. Maybe it would go with, oh gosh, a lighthouse and a rock. A lighthouse and a light, obviously, but it would be inside here, so that doesn't make sense. Maybe it's a lighthouse that would have been paired up well with a wave. I don't know. Either way, in this collection, this particular lighthouse is a bit wobbly. So I don't think it's something that you should use for your everyday table use, because look at that. If you were to use this for salt and pepper on your everyday table setting and tablescape, you'd probably have quite a few incidences where you'd be spilling salt and pepper all over your table. So something to keep in mind. And something like this could be a whisker jar too, I suppose, but it lacks whimsy, I'll be honest. So it's a little bit more utilitarian. So what could you use this for? My first thought for a piece like this is that I would match it up with the Pillsbury Doughboy, because there's a matching blue motif going on here. So like I said, it doesn't need to be matchy-matchy, but I like that. It's kind of fun. My second thought, oh, it just left me. What was I thinking? Oh, right, I know. You are missing a piece from your game Sorry, or from Monopoly, or perhaps even from Clue. And maybe, you know, instead of the candlestick or something, say the Lighthouse, the salt and pepper shaker. Use your imagination, but if you miss a piece in a pivotal piece in one of your games, this could take its place. This could take its place. And then next up, this might be one of my favorites. Yeah, because it's a watering can, but you can see through it. Now this isn't glass, this is a plastic, so you're not going to have to worry about it breaking. It's the biggest concern in salt and pepper tableware. But the top comes off very easily. And because of that, you can pop the top off and on. Look how cute that is. This is too cute not to be on your table. What it's for is totally up to you. I'm thinking in this case it's a watering can. You could put a little water in it. You could use it to water a very tiny plant. Wouldn't that be cute? You could use it to actually plant a very tiny plant in here. Very tiny. Teeny tiny plant. You could put oil and vinegar in here and it could be a little salad dressing. And then when you're making your little salad, just pour on the flavor. You know, I love pouring on the flavor like that. But because it's see-through, you could also use it as a display case for whatever you want. In my case, you know, maybe I want to put my lucky pennies in here. Look, there's my lucky pennies. If not my lucky pennies, maybe I want to use it in my craft storage area where I organize my craft supplies. No, I'm not going to pour the whole thing in here. Oh, sure, why not? Just might make a mess. Maybe I want to store my spare confetti and sequins in here. Gotta make sure the top's on tight for that though. Look, and if it was glitter, I'm just thinking I should put glitter in here. You could put your glitter in this one, and then you can pour on the glitter flavor, just like that. And then it's just like a fun little watering can. Ooh. Yeah, well, just gotta make sure the top is on. So, get that put away. I'll get that in a minute. Anyways, real quick, our last one here. An absolutely gorgeous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 6. 6-sided, almost like a pumpkin. This makes me feel like I'm Cinderella because it's got beauty and elegance, and obviously some salt and pepper whimsy, made by Dev. But there's a there's a lovely purple flower, hand painted, gold plated details around the edge, and then this lovely silver screw top, very easy to put off, take on and off, and a sturdy base. Thank you. With a shaker like this, I would say it could be something where maybe you give it to a fella and he's got his aftershave and it's like a aftershave dispenser, yet always exposed to the air. So I don't know if that's a good idea. You could match it up with something like this, where you've got your hand-painted ceramic floral pieces that are very elegant, but I'm not loving the silver top mixed with this. It's kind of fun mix and match. That's not bad. Actually, that looks nice. That looks like a nice set. Those two could go together. This is fun, but not exactly what I'm looking for. And then that's kind of fun, folksy. The shabby chic we were talking about. But something like this, you know what? Maybe I see it near a vanity. I see it near the makeup and the mirrors in the bathroom. This could be something where, you know, if I've got my mascara wand, right? I maybe don't want to keep it in the mascara, or I'm using it for other purposes aside from mascara. Look, I could store it in there. And I've got a nice, very cute storage. Or maybe it's a nice pen or pencil that I like using, and I say that's where the pencil goes. Goes in the cute storage. Never lose it. Not gonna roll off a table that way, that's for sure. If not mascara, you know what I could see? You know what I could see this being? it's got such a small opening, but if you know a tooth fairy, and maybe a tooth fairy that likes to hold on to the teeth for keepsake reasons, I don't want to know spoilers, you could store teeth in here, right? Store them in here. Nobody knows. And then you go pick it up and say, what's in there? What's making that sound? Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And then years later, you gift it to the person. And you say, these are your baby teeth. Here you go. Now you keep them. And they say, well, I don't understand why you have all my baby teeth. It's interesting. What am I going to do with them now? I don't know. Either way, there's a lot of different opportunities where you can use these salt and pepper shakers in a mix and match way. Have all three of them out. Use them as storage. Definitely want to consider doing a whisker jar with one of these, especially this one. Very beautiful. And then, Doughboy here from the Pillsbury Company. This one's just fun. This could just be a knick-knack that you set on your mantle because it's fun. Because you like looking at it. Right? Right. Well, I guess the takeaway is that this is a beautiful deal and a way to inspire you to, I don't know, mix and match, have fun. It's okay if things are solo and by themselves, too. That's okay. But I feel like, especially with this, I don't know, this collection, this community, if you will, of salt and pepper shakers, I think they make a fun group. They come together. I could see these three coming together. They play bridge. This is definitely the bridge group. They've got their card table and they get together every Thursday and they play bridge. And that's good. They have a chance to catch up and it's getting them out of the house. It's a bridge group. And then, this one, these two like to go to the theater. They go to the theater once a month or so to see the latest romantic comedy that's come out because they don't want to miss it. But it's not my thing. But they're doing what they like, getting out of the house, having fun. And then this one, maybe in the plant here, these two, no, yes. These two meet up at the local skating rink every Friday night, and they're ripping it up. And maybe these 4 here and these 5, they're getting together and they're going to the local stream because it's dirty. People are leaving a mess. And they get together once a month and they pick up trash at the local stream. They're doing their part. I love it. Just some ideas of how you can live your life and use your salt and pepper shakers. There's lots to do. Anyways, I hope, as I try and get these cleaned up, I hope that you'll consider calling in to the Sleepy Keys Tingle Network to get this lovely set because it is only available for a limited time. And because it's a little bit different, you're going to get a great deal when you call in because it is a 7-piece set, not even an even number, for the low price today of $19.99. So we do hope that you'll call and let us know if you get these. What might you use them for? We'd love to hear from you. And so I hope you'll call in and let us know. All right. Well, thank you so much, and we hope that you'll call in and give these wonderful salt and pepper shakers a little mix and match fun in your home.